I pulled up to the McDonald's, ready for another routine late-night delivery. The order was unusual, lacking a specific address, just a note to head towards an unknown location. I shrugged it off, assuming it was a prank or a mistake in the order. Yet, a gnawing sense of unease crept into my mind as I grabbed the bag of meals and navigated the dark, winding roads. The GPS guided me away from familiar streets, leading me deeper into the outskirts of town. The night was shrouded in an eerie silence, broken only by the hum of my car's engine and the occasional rustle of leaves in the wind. The lack of streetlights added to the foreboding atmosphere as I ventured into unfamiliar territory. Finally, the GPS signaled my arrival at a desolate spot, a clearing surrounded by dense woods. I hesitated, glancing around at the pitch-black expanse that stretched before me. This couldn't be right. There was nothing here, no signs of human activity or civilization. Yet, the app indicated that this was the designated drop-off point. My instincts screamed at me to leave, but the promise of a hefty tip urged me to proceed. I stepped out of the car, the bag of McDonald's meals feeling like an anchor in my hand. The eerie stillness was suffocating as I cautiously made my way into the clearing, the darkness seeming to swallow me whole. The only light came from the moon, casting an ethereal glow over the barren landscape. A soft rustling sound caught my attention, and I whirled around, heart pounding. Shadows danced among the trees, flickering in the moonlight like ghostly apparitions. I brushed it off as my imagination, my nerves on edge from the isolation of the place. A voice cut through the silence, a childlike whisper that sent a chill down my spine. "McDonald boy, I'm hungry." I spun around, scanning the darkness for the source of the voice, but there was no one in sight. The hairs on the back of my neck stood on end, a wave of unease washing over me. The voice seemed to echo from all directions, taunting and haunting. I tried to call out, to ask who was there, but my voice caught in my throat. The words seemed to dissolve into the night, swallowed by the emptiness around me. Against my better judgment, I moved deeper into the clearing, my heart hammering in my chest. I reached the center, where a lone street lamp stood, its flickering light struggling against the oppressive darkness. Beneath it lay a note, illuminated by the feeble glow. "Leave the food here." The note read, scrawled in shaky handwriting. As I set the bag down, a sense of dread washed over me, a gut feeling that something was terribly wrong. I turned to leave, my footsteps quickening in pace, desperate to escape the haunting whispers that seemed to grow louder with each passing moment. But as I reached the edge of the clearing, the street lamp suddenly went out, plunging me into total darkness. Panic surged through me, my heart racing as I fumbled for my phone, my only source of light. In the dim glow of my phone's flashlight, I saw them, figures emerging from the shadows, their forms twisted and distorted. Their eyes gleamed in the darkness, fixed on the bag of McDonald's meals I had left behind. "McDonald boy, feed us!" they chanted in unison, their voices echoing with an otherworldly hunger. Fear gripped me like icy tendrils, my breaths coming in ragged gasps. I stumbled backward, my mind reeling with terror. The figures advanced, their movements erratic and unnatural, as if driven by an insatiable hunger. With a surge of adrenaline, I turned and sprinted into the woods, branches scratching at my face and arms. The haunting whispers pursued me, a relentless chorus of demands that echoed through the darkness. I didn't stop running until I reached my car, panting and trembling with fear. I peeled away from that accursed clearing, the haunting echoes of the voices fading into the distance. I never spoke of that night, and I never dared to venture into the unknown again. The memory of the eerie clearing and the hunger-driven figures that lurked in the darkness haunted my dreams, a chilling reminder of the inexplicable and terrifying encounter as I played the role of the McDonald boy in a surreal, hunger-driven nightmare.